Title: Unlock Your Hidden Power. Mindset secrets you have to know. Intro: do you ever feel like you're stuck? Like you're caught in some kind of loop of negative thoughts you can't seem to shake? You look around and see other people getting ahead, launching that business, getting in shape, just moving forward, while you feel like you're just running in place. The ambition is there, the desire is there, but some invisible force just seems to be holding you back. Well, what if I told you that breaking free isn't about some massive, complicated life overhaul? It's not about finding more motivation or waiting for the perfect moment. What if the secret is hidden in a few simple, almost invisible changes to your daily habits and how you talk to yourself? In this video, I'm going to share 5 mindset secrets, practical, actionable techniques that you have to know to finally break that loop and unleash the power you already have inside you. Section 1: the invisible scripts that run your life. So before we get to the secrets, we have to understand what we're actually up against. Think of your brain as the most powerful computer ever built. But like any computer, it runs on programs. Scripts that were installed in our minds when we were young. These are our beliefs about what we're capable of, what we're worth, and how the world works. For a lot of us, that programming is full of bugs and negative loops. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough for that. I always mess things up. Or, that's just not for people like me. These aren't just random thoughts, they're deeply ingrained patterns that quietly run our lives, often without us even realizing it. According to the National Science Foundation, the average person has thousands of thoughts per day, and a huge chunk of them, maybe even 80%, can be negative. And to make matters worse, 95% of our thoughts are the same repetitive ones from the day before. That's the loop you feel stuck in. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to rewrite the code. The good news? Your brain is incredibly flexible. Neuroscientists call it neuroplasticity. You absolutely have the power to install new software. And the 5 secrets I'm about to share are the system updates you need. Section 2, secret number 1. Become the narrator, not the character. Third-person self-talk. Alright, the first secret is going to sound a little strange, but it is backed by some seriously cool research. Start talking to yourself in the third person. I know it sounds weird, but just stick with me. When you're spiraling with anxiety or self-doubt, your thoughts are almost always in the first person. I can't do this. I'm so stressed. That I perspective keeps you drowning in the emotion, making it feel totally overwhelming. Now try this little shift. Instead of I'm so overwhelmed, switch to your name is feeling overwhelmed right now. So for me, it'd be John is feeling overwhelmed. This simple change is what psychologists call distanced self-talk. It creates just a little bit of space between you and the feeling. You stop being the character drowning in the story and become the narrator, observing it. Research from places like the University of Michigan has shown this technique can seriously dial down emotional intensity and allow for clearer thinking without a ton of effort. It calms the parts of your brain tied to negative feelings while activating the parts that help you get some perspective. So here's your action step. The next time you feel a wave of stress, anxiety, or self-criticism, catch it. Pause. And then rephrase that thought in the third person, using your own name. And hey, don't just use it for the bad stuff. Try it for encouragement, too. Instead of, I can do this, try, your name can handle this. Your name is capable. It feels like you're coaching a friend, and that outside perspective is incredibly powerful. Section 3. Secret number 2, master the art of the intentional pause, micro-mindfulness. Our negative thought loops absolutely thrive on autopilot. A trigger happens, a critical email, a post on social media, a mistake you made, and your brain instantly runs that old, familiar script of stress or self-blame. The second secret is all about interrupting that automatic process with what I call an intentional pause. This isn't about needing to sit down and meditate for 30 minutes, though that's great too. This is about injecting tiny moments of mindfulness into your day to break that reactive cycle. Mindfulness is just bringing your attention to the present moment without judging it. When you feel that familiar rush of anxiety or anger, your autopilot reaction is to get swept away. The intentional pause is your circuit breaker. It can be as simple as taking one deep, conscious breath. Inhale slowly, feel the air fill your lungs, and as you exhale, just let the tension go. That one breath is often enough to stop an emotional spiral and give you a moment of clarity. Another great one is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. Wherever you are, just pause and silently name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This yanks your brain out of the world of worry and grounds it in the present moment. Your action step is to link this new habit to something you already do. For example, every time you take a sip of coffee, use it as a trigger to take one conscious breath. Before you open your email in the morning, just pause and check in with yourself. By sprinkling these little moments of micro-mindfulness through your day, you train your brain to stop reacting on autopilot and start responding with intention. Section 4, secret number 3, install a success firewall, curated affirmations and visualization. Here's a wild fact. Your brain doesn't really know the difference between something you vividly imagine and something that's actually real. This is a critical piece of information. The third secret is to use this to your advantage by intentionally feeding your mind the outcomes you want, not the failures you fear. Think of it as installing a success firewall that blocks the viruses of self-doubt and negativity. This firewall has 2 parts: curated affirmations and strategic visualization. Now, forget the cheesy, generic affirmations you've probably heard. For this to work, they have to be personal and, most importantly, believable to you. So instead of a vague statement like, "I am a millionaire," which your brain will probably reject immediately, try something focused on the process and your capability. Something like, "I am capable and confident in my work," or "I handle challenges with calm and clarity." The key is repetition. When you consciously replace negative thoughts with these, you literally start to rewire your brain, shifting your default setting from self-doubt to self-belief. Then, you combine this with visualization. But don't just picture the end goal, visualize the process. Elite athletes do this all the time. They don't just see themselves winning, they see themselves executing the perfect move, feeling the burn, and pushing through the hard parts. Every time you vividly imagine yourself succeeding, you're installing a new blueprint in your mind, conditioning your brain and body for the future you actually want. So here's your action step. Spend 5 minutes every morning before you even look at your phone. Repeat a few powerful personal affirmations that really resonate with you. Then close your eyes and visualize your day going exactly how you want it to. See yourself nailing that meeting. Feel the satisfaction of finishing that tough project. You are literally rehearsing success, making it the most likely outcome. We're more than halfway through, and if any of these secrets are already hitting home, let me know in the comments which one you're going to try first. It's a powerful way to commit, and you'll help others in our community see what works. Your journey could be the spark someone else needs. Section 5, secret number 4, engineer your environment for growth. Here's the thing about willpower. It's a finite resource. You can't rely on it to constantly fight against a flood of negativity and distractions. So the 4th secret is to stop fighting and start engineering. Your environment, both physical and digital, is constantly sending signals to your brain. You need to make sure it's sending the right ones. It's all about creating a space that makes a positive mindset the path of least resistance. Start with your physical space. You want to be more focused, but is your desk a cluttered mess? You want to be healthier, but is your kitchen full of junk food? Even a simple act like making your bed in the morning gives you an instant win and a sense of control, setting a positive tone for the day. Then you have to audit your digital environment. Who are you following on social media? Are they inspiring you or just making you feel bad about yourself? That old saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," now applies to your online life too. Unfollow accounts that trigger comparison and negativity. Follow people who are all about growth. Treat your attention like the sacred resource it is, because in today's world, focus is a superpower. Your action step for this is simple. Tonight, find one thing in your physical environment and one thing in your digital world that you can change to better support your growth. Maybe it's putting a book you want to read on your nightstand instead of your phone. Maybe it's unfollowing 5 accounts that don't add any value to your life. Take control of your inputs and you'll be stunned at how it changes your outputs. Section 6, secret number 5, redefine your relationship with failure, the growth mindset. This final secret is the foundation that everything else is built on. It's about completely changing how you look at challenges and failure. Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck did groundbreaking research and identified 2 core mindsets: a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that your talents and intelligence are just static traits. You either have them or you don't. People with a fixed mindset see failure as a final judgment on who they are, so they avoid challenges to avoid the risk of failing. A growth mindset, on the other hand, is the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's knowing that your brain is like a muscle. It gets stronger with effort. When you have a growth mindset, failure isn't a verdict, it's feedback. It's just part of the learning process. Challenges aren't threats, they are opportunities to grow. This one shift creates a genuine passion for learning. Instead of asking, "Am I smart enough?" you start asking, "How can I get better at this?" Adopting a growth mindset means falling in love with the words, "not yet." You didn't fail, you just haven't mastered it yet. This reframes everything. It turns a dead end into a journey. It builds grit, that passion and perseverance for long-term goals that has been shown to be a better predictor of success than IQ. Your action step. This week, pay attention to how you talk about failure. When you make a mistake, instead of saying, "I'm a failure," try, "Okay, I learned what doesn't work." Instead of, "I can't do it," add that magic word, "I can't do it yet." This isn't just a silly word game, it's a profound shift in belief that opens you up to resilience and real confidence. Conclusion. These 5 secrets, using third-person self-talk, hitting the intentional pause, building a success firewall, engineering your environment, and adopting a growth mindset, aren't magic tricks. They're the building blocks for a new way of operating. They are the tools you need to rewrite those invisible scripts that have been holding you back. Your potential isn't something you need to go out and find. It's something that's already in you, waiting to be unlocked. And the key is in your hands. It's in the small, consistent habits you build day after day. Your life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. Start today. Pick one of these secrets and really apply it. Then add another. And watch as that old loop of negativity finally begins to break and the hidden power inside you is set free. Thank you for investing this time in yourself. If this video helped you out, please give it a thumbs up so more people can find it. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on how to build a life you love. Now, I really want to hear from you. Head down to the comments and tell me, which of these 5 secrets are you going to commit to trying this week? I can't wait to read your answers. Now, go out there and start rewriting your story.